Mark Minarik. It's the 2014 NAMM show. I want to talk to you a little bit about our line of guitars. We have everything from mild to wild, rock to jazz, and anything in between. We've got the Goddess USA Custom here to show you some of the appointments we have on our instruments. This one features a angel step carved top, something you're only going to find on a Minarik. Gorgeous, artful design, beautiful ocean burst paint job on a quilted maple top with a mahogany back, neck through with Purple Heart stringers, natural maple binding. Something we're known here at Minarik for is inlay work. This one has the Deadliest Catch inlay theme. It's a giant squid taking down a buccaneer ship. It's absolute detail work. You look at the truss cover, it's a barrel from the ship falling down, people being picked up by the squid tentacles, all sorts of different materials, pearls, woods, reconstituted stone. These are truly like showing up at a concert driving a Lamborghini. If you play a Minarik, plan on getting some attention. Now, this is one of the more traditional shapes, but we have some shapes that definitely are going to appeal to the more extravagant player. This is Mark Minarik and Arlene, the inlay artist at Minarik Guitars. She is one of the premier inlay artists in the country, and we're very fortunate to have her here with the company and be able to do a little interview about some of the inlay work that she does. I'm holding one of the guitars that she has done for the NAMM show 2014, Alice in Wonderland 12-string acoustic. Absolutely mind-blowing inlay work, and we're fortunate enough to have Arlene here to just talk with us a little bit about the amount of time and work that goes into that, because I get constant questions, you know, how long did that take? Oh my gosh, how do you do that? Well, now we can hear straight from the person who's doing this work by hand. And that is the first question. Do you use any CNC machines, or is all your work done by hand?
It's all done by hand. It's all done by a jeweler's saw, little files, little routers. I do use power routers to route out the cavities for the inlays, but everything is done by hand.
And the next question that I get about the inlay work is the materials. Your composition and how you choose colors and where you're cutting the shell on the sheets. It's incredible. I mean, I know I'm biased, but it's amazing. So if you could just talk a little bit about some of the materials you used on this guitar, maybe point out a few, and how you go through shell and stone selection. How do you choose your materials when you're doing an inlay?
A lot of times it's by the size of the piece I need to cut, because you're really limited in the shell material because the shell is small. And so I've started using some Formica and reconstituted stones for some of the larger areas, like the blue. But what I really like to do is use real shell. You can see in this rabbit here where I've tried to make that little ripple in the shell look like the muscle of the rabbit. So I really like to go into detail like that. I use a lot of silver and brass, abalone, black pearl. A lot of the bright colors you see are reconstituted stone. I also like to incorporate the truss rod covers into the design, blend it right into the composition. Sometimes I countersink those, sometimes I raise those so you get like a 3D effect.
That's absolutely outstanding. Can I flip the guitar around to the back? There's some additional work on the koa back that was put in, just tying it in with the binding and the detail work. Real quick, there's a lot of different shells going on this back inlay. If you could point out some of those, I think people might be interested to see. I can see at least 6 or 7 different materials here.
Yeah, this is brown lipped mother of pearl, and this is black lipped mother of pearl. We have white and gold, and then for the red and the blue, I've actually used a Formica. I also do all the engraving by hand. So all the engraving, the details you see on the faces and the horns, that's all done with a small metal hand. It's like a little chisel. So I just go over and over those lines. And
I've got a quick question on that. That's the other question I get a lot of from fans of the company, what kind of magnification do you have like a microscope, or what kind of glass are you using to get that small?
I wish I had a microscope, because then the detail would be even greater. But I actually use just a magnifying lens over my glasses.
Yeah, unbelievable work. Absolutely. And this is one of the things that the company is known for, is the inlay work. And it's absolutely, I'm ecstatic I was able to get Arlene here at the same time there's a camera, so we can talk with her and get some footage and talk about one of the most important parts of the Minarik line is our inlay. So Arlene, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with everyone out here at the 2014 NAMM show, and your work is incredible. This is our Nightcrawler model. It's got hand-carved flames coming halfway up the body, acting as a half-arch top. This gives this instrument extreme low-end frequency ability. Articulating low notes, drop tuning is perfect for this guitar. Again, we have wild inlay work. This one is the Don't Fear the Reaper inlay. It's brass and pearl flames. If you can see, hidden in between the flames are the words Don't Fear the Reaper. And they're kind of tucked in with the same material, so it's something like a little Easter egg hidden on the guitar. On the headstock, we've got the Grim Reaper motioning you to follow him, surrounded by more brass and pearl flames, a full moon, crescent moon, pardon me, and clouds. It's a great look. It suits the guitar. The balance is perfect, and you can imagine the attention you're going to get playing something like this on stage. Sonically amazing. You're combining a flat top guitar with a double arch top like an old jazz guitar. Let's go to the back. Those flames wrap around to the back as well. So you're getting a massive half arch top combined with the chambering and the tonal resonance on the high notes of a flat top. So again, more sonic adventures with the Minarik company in terms of design and trying to stretch tone, taking that in a new direction sonically and visually. We're real proud of this model. We'd love to see this in your hands someday, especially if you're playing heavy music. It'd be very suited for your style.